About to record a whole ass video.
He's laying on the other.
Welcome back. We got good news all around.
Yes, finally, club and country for both of us, all around. Good
It's all
news.
sinking together.
It's a trinity of good news. We'll talk about the biggest and the best news. Absolutely the best news, possibly of the year already. It's 2025, not too far away. Probably the best news of the year.
Definitely in terms of the national team. I mean, we had no success at Copa America. I mean, you know, say what you will, that's over and done with. But now this is the best news that we've heard all year from this team.
The news is, if you haven't heard, if you haven't seen the thumbnail, if you haven't been under a rock, Maurizio Pochettino, U.S. men's national team manager, 2-year deal, $6 million per year, higher end for national team coaches, but deservedly so. USA, we go hard on the women's side. We go get Emma Hayes. We go get the best of the best. Pretty much the best option out there. We do the same thing on the men's side. The best option available, we go and get. That's what we do.
That's what they need to do. And I don't want to hear any more of, oh, well, they can't afford to do this. He's literally like the third highest paid international coach right now. So I don't want to hear that. That should never be an excuse for anybody in the whole entire organization ever. I don't want to hear that. Because this may only be a 2-year contract, but we need to see what happens for the follow-up. We need to see, obviously, we hope for the here and now, Pochettino, he's here, he's our guy. But if in the future we decide to go elsewhere, which always can happen in football, you know, you never know what happens, but it's there. The funding is there. But to go out and get the highest end, highest quality coach that you reasonably can get for the organization, this was a home run.
This is a statement signing, if you will.
Basically.
As close to a signing as a national team can get. Hiring a new manager. Obviously, you can't hire new national team players. So, you know, this guy is exactly what we've been needing. At least it's what we all hope and think and expect. We all know this is football, as Trevin said. Anything can happen, and anything can happen, right? So, Pochettino, it may not go as well as we want. At the same time, though, I think we all know it's going to go a whole lot better than it has been. Honestly, I don't see how it can't, right? So, over these next 2 years that we know we'll have Pochettino into the World Cup, these 2 years are so crucial, and it's kind of disappointing because we don't have any more of that, really any more important games for the USA between now and then. Maybe some things here and there.
A couple qualifiers.
At the same time, I know it's just 2 friendlies, but getting them in before these 2 friendlies that we just recently had, every window from now on matters. Every single one.
Because there's only 10 left.
It doesn't matter if it's internet. It doesn't matter if it's friendlies. It doesn't matter what the competition may be. If the U.S. men's national team players are coming to put the jersey on, I need Poch there, having the influences. Even outside of that, I think he's going to bring so much. Spanish speaking, obviously speaks English. He's going to be doing so much for this national team, not just on the field, off the field as well. We see guys like Pulisic saying what we need. We need the pride, we need the passion, we need all that juice back into the club. So it's much more than just us needing to play better.
That type of attitude is exactly what we need, and that's just what Poch is going to bring, because we saw in the first interview, he was asked point blank, what is success for the United States men's national team at the World Cup in America 2026? He said, to win.
Win it.
To win. That's exactly what he said. He will be exactly what we need if he has that attitude. And he can transfer that attitude onto the players. Because that's one thing that we saw. Some of them stagnate. Some of them feel like, okay, I kind of got this. I have a relationship with the coach. I know I'll be back even though I'm not playing great for my club. I know I'll be back. Yada, yada, yada. No. We want the most informed players at the time. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter who you play for. I don't want to hear about, oh, he does so good in MLS. No. who you play for and how you play matters. I don't want to see any more MLS players getting into this squad just because. If they're actually deserved, good. But if they're not, don't give it out to them anymore.
We don't need to see any more charity around here, okay? If you're good enough, you play. That's all it should be. I think Poch IN, as Trevin said, he's going to come in and instill a winning attitude. Over these next 2 years, what I want to see is just some growth. Obviously, that's what everybody wants to see, is growth. So I really want to see us building together as a team, being more cohesive, playing more together. No more excuses, no more of this and that on the pitch. Yeah. Now that Poch IN is in there, I think Brendan Aronson said it. He said he's going to bring an aura. He's going to demand respect. He's going to come in and everybody is immediately going to put their head down and listen, right? Yeah. So that's what we need from every single one of the players. The only player in our national team who has any sort of room to say even a fucking peep is Christian Pulisic. And I guarantee you that guy isn't going to say a thing because he knows that how big this means for the USA, for this guy to come in and put his influence on all the players in the pool, not just the starters or the first squad, the whole U.S. men's national team pool. This guy is going to have an influence on, and I cannot wait to see at the World Cup. I don't expect us to win it, as Poch IN says. Obviously, it just really kind of depends on who we play. You can't really give.
Happens,
yeah, you kind of have to say.
We'll see where we're at. I mean, we're still 2 years away.
You can't say, oh, we need to finish in the semi or the quarter or the final. We need to win it or whatever because you don't know who we're coming up against.
You don't know who was in the squad.
You don't know who's in the squad at that time. There's a lot that can happen. So I just expect. I just want growth, more cohesion. I just want to see us get better.
John Brooks, if you need a ride, let us know.
Man, over to the Prem. As you know, Manchester City won again. 2-1 over Brentford.
Boo.
It was a shaky start. Brentford goal right off rip. You're thinking, what the hell? What's going on here? Yeah. In the Etihad Stadium. I know this is kind of ironic, kind of crazy to say. Ironically full for a Brentford game. Kind of crazy. I was looking at it, I was like, goddamn, I don't see any empty blue seats, but for a fucking Brentford game, what the fuck's going on? Yep. Either way. 2-1. What do we expect, Trevin? What do we expect when Manchester City plays? We expect Erling Haaland goals. What does he do? Gives us goals. Gives us 2 of them. Could have had a hat trick. Wasn't to be. We see Jack Grealish start, De Bruyne start again, playing well. Striker scoring. It's kind of, typical City right now. What we want to see, 115 charges cases coming up. Something important to talk about.
Today.
It started today as of recording. As of this will come out. Interesting thing gonna come about.
We'll let you know developments. We'll potentially see multiple deductions over multiple seasons.
Maybe.
We don't really know what's gonna happen.
I'm sweating.
A couple of people could end up with a couple of titles or something. You never know.
I'm shitting.
But that's coming up. But obviously on the pitch, they're the best team in the world. Like, realistically, they do what they want. But Brentford did show a lot. They played really well.
Brentford are alright. Brentford are alright side. Brentford, a lot better than Southampton.
Southampton's trash. I mean,
they fucking shit.
United made them look bad, and that's really hard.
They're a championship team.
I mean, United are obviously, we're going to be fighting for top 4. We're, in terms of the whole league, a really good team. But at the same time, we have lots of weaknesses. We have lots of places in ways that you can hurt us on the counter and in transition.
A lot of ways. There's too much we want to go into right now.
Southampton's just worse. So United get the win 3-0. De Ligt, first goal. Fuck you, Ronald Koeman. On your head. Eat a fat one.
Bro, I mean, De Ligt, he's alright. He need to be doing, you know what I mean? I think people expect the Van Dijk level. So we'll have to see over the course of the season. I feel like season, this is such a defining season. Maybe this season and next season. I know we're foreshadowing a little bit here, but like this season and next season, De Ligt got to show out. Prime of his career. United, big move. Probably
26.
Probably the biggest move you could say. Bigger than Bayern Munich. who were, champions and things like that, and Juventus, who were champions in there, you know what I mean? So coming into this United team, yeah, he's going to have to be good.
And he has been. He's been good. Him and Martinez have had a pretty good partnership, clean sheet against Southampton.
Oh.
Really, really impressive, even though Southampton really didn't offer a whole lot going forward. There were one or two chances, especially from set pieces, which we got to work on. It's like a recurring thing every year. No matter who the set piece coach is, we have set piece issues. It's just, it is what it is. At this point, I've kind of just accepted it. But Rashford, fantastic, bellissimo. I love the goal. I love the passion, the adrenaline. I love it because he is the United player. He is United through and through.
Yeah.
And it makes me so happy to see him do well because he really is a good player. But I don't know what it is.
More often.
The confidence. He's such a confidence player, and I think he's starting to get that back. And I really hope that we see more of him. And then Garnacho coming on. I mean, super sub of dreams. Honestly, keep starting Rashford. Bring him off the bench. Ahmad, he's doing what he needs to keep his spot. But Garnacho, great goal. Had a red card against him from Southampton. Really good way to get around the defender, make him turn slowly as fuck, stick a leg out, get the captain sent off. Great job. Good win. That's all we got for the first time in a long time. We're all happy, like Tanner said. Yes. Trinity of happiness. United States, United City, all good in the hood.
Yeah,
we'll let you know what happens.